Welcome to the Chakra series. We begin every journey from the root, from the base. What I would like to do and share with you throughout the next 7 weeks with you in the chakras is just do a little bit of play. So we're going to start with root. I have the red on today. Root chakras, colors red. It represents the earth element. And it's the first one that begins to develop in the womb. And we're born from the root. We come at the base. The area is your base of the spine. The tailbone is associated with your legs, your feet, okay, and your colon, okay. So I'm just going to do a very mini brief. One of my favorite things that I love to do for this chakra. So you possibly need a strap. If you don't have a traditional yoga strap, that's okay. Maybe go to your robe and pull the belt off the robe. I've used that in a pinch when I needed it. Okay, will work. Or anything like even a man's tie would work. A belt could work too. Okay, so you're going to lie down on the floor. And this is great for the root chakra. It's just to find ground. Come down to the ground. Find ground on the floor. Okay, root chakra is the most dense of all the chakras. And so it does invite you to slow down. I think in our culture, our society, especially in the West, I feel like everybody's busy. Everybody's got stuff going on. And that can offset and bring the root chakra out of balance. So the message is really to slow down, so to speak, and smell the flowers. Okay, so we're going to start actually with the right side leg. So you're going to bend the leg and hug the knee to chest. Your left leg will be straight on the floor. You can hold the shin or the back of the leg. Okay, now why this one is so good for the root is because you're compressing the right side of the abdomen, which is the ascending side of the colon. And so it's the colon that is associated with the root chakra. It is the organ of letting go, of elimination. And this is what the root chakra reminds us, to not clutter, to not overconsume, whatever that is, whether it's food, whether it's materialism, connected to, the addictions of the excess. It invites us to clear and clean our space. Root chakra is related to your home, to the work that you do in the world. And, this can be a lot easier when we don't have a cluttered mess around us. We can think more clearly, move more clearly. Okay, so as you compress the thigh into the abdomen, just take a few deep belly breaths here. Nice, full, deep belly breaths. Now you could keep the left leg a bit engaged, press out through the heel, maybe just gently spread the toes a bit. Keep your right leg and foot relaxed. These deep belly breaths. And as you continue to hold, you can spiral the right foot. Around and around and around we go. This is really good for the ankle joint. Motion is lotion in the joint. Again, you think about our roots and the way that we plant our feet on the earth, earthing, getting electrical current from the earth. When we're outside bare feet, it's really good for the root chakra. Spiral the other way. Going for walks in nature is so good for your chakra system, and especially the root chakra. It will always bring you back into balance if you have any blockages in the chakra system. You might start to feel a little achy here. That's good. You want that movement. Okay. Whew. And then go ahead. I want you to relax and release your right leg and just take a moment to feel the difference between the right side and the left side, just from that little bit of movement. Okay, and we're going to do one more thing with the right side. So go ahead and bend both legs. You can take the strap now, take the strap under the right foot. Take the foot to the sky. Have the strap just in a comfortable place on your foot, maybe just up under the ball of the foot. Okay, hold the foot there. Hold your hands on either side of the strap. I like to do this with straight arms, so not bent arms. So reach your hands up and then just relax your shoulders down. I find it's more comfortable for the shoulders. Okay, and this is good for two parts. First of all, we're doing an inversion, and this is really grounding. First of all, we come to the ground, but to elevate your legs, it can be really good, especially if you've been on your feet all day, if you have or have any swelling or edema, can be great to try to relieve some of that. And also, it's supposed to be really good too for varicose veins, both preventative and for treatment. Okay, so what we're going to do now is the ankle mobility. So you're going to take your left hand and pull on the strap a bit, and purposely pivot the sole of your foot to the left side. And then you might feel some sensation on the right side of around the ankle, the foot, the leg. Breathe. Take longer exhales. This is grounding. Okay. If your wrists are getting tired or hands, I sometimes like to wind my hands around the strap and just kind of hold it in a different fashion, and that might help. But we're going to do the opposite now. Pull the right side of the strap. So you're purposely pivoting the sole of the foot to the right now. And hold. And breathe. And feel. Notice what's different. You're almost, as much as you can, just relaxing your right foot and ankle into this. Okay, good. And then you can go back and forth, just have a little play. Back and forth, just slowly. It's working a little bit with your ankle mobility. Just notice this is actually going to work also the back of the hamstrings, on the back of your upper leg. Can also maybe do a point and a flex with the toe, a point and a flex with the toe. Ooh, I'm feeling some more in my calf there. Okay, and then go ahead and release the leg. Just slowly, carefully let it come to the ground. Extend both legs out. This is what we call corpse pose. So it's literally, returning to the earth, so to speak. And again, notice the difference between the right leg you just worked on and your left side. And I always find this interesting because the right leg feels like it's sinking deeper into the ground, but it feels actually lighter, which is kind of a contradiction, right? Take a deep breath, sigh it out. Okay, and let's bend our legs, feet on the floor. And we'll do it on the other side, okay? So we started by hugging knee to chest, so left knee. You can just let your right leg just relax out on the floor to start. Decide whether you want to hold the shin or the back of the knee, and you can change your mind part way. Okay, and I'm going to take a few deep belly breaths as we do this. So you're purposely compressing your thigh into the left side of your abdomen. This side is the descending side of the colon. This is why we start on the right. It's ascending, then the transverse goes across, and then the descending colon goes down the left. So it goes with the flow of the body. You can also keep your right leg a little bit active, slightly pressing out through the heel and spreading the toes a little bit. Like it doesn't have to be overdone, but just so we're connected to roots. And then you could spiral your left foot around and around. Around and around you go. Motion is lotion. And go the other direction. Or just keep moving. You want to get that achy feeling again. So the sense that is associated with root chakra is smell. And that's one of our instinctual things when we were born. Our sense of smell was strong, so we could smell food. And suckling, it's connected to the suckle reflex. So we could suckle and so that we could get nourishment and survive. So this is the root chakra. It's about the physical body growing. Okay, let's take one more big breath here. Release your left leg down for a moment. Let the whole leg relax. Ooh. Okay, I can feel that in my foot and my ankle. Just notice the difference. And I can feel like it just switched. Now the left leg feels like it's sinking a bit more. Okay, and we'll do the ankle mobility. So bend both legs and take the strap to the left foot. Take the left foot to the sky. Hold either strap in each hand and straight arms. Straight leg if you can. It doesn't matter how high you get the foot up. And just relax into that a moment. Ground your right foot on the floor. Good. And then you can pull now the right strap down, pivoting the foot over to the right. Ooh, notice what you're feeling in the foot, in the leg, working with the roots. And very interesting, one of the malfunctions, I guess, of root chakra can be sciatic pain. And if you were to see the sciatic nerve in the body, they look like roots that originate from your low back and come down the legs. And it's pretty cool, you know, and then to think of the root chakra as the roots growing out into the ground. Okay, then go the other side, pull the left side. This side's not as mobile, like there's not as much range of motion, but the sensation, it probably is even a little bit louder. For me, it is anyway. And remember to breathe. So it's almost like slow down and smell the flowers, smell the roses. And how do we smell it? With our nose. So it's an invitation. Our nose is an invitation to slow down. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Go back and forth. So apparently, this chakra starts to develop in the womb and continues to develop mostly the first year of life. It's a chakra of stability, security, feeling safe. You know, this is really, that's the base foundation. If we can't feel safe and secure and feel belonging, then that's going to be more difficult to enjoy life. Okay, so she go back and forth and back and forth. Ooh, I think that feels good. We're doing the inversion, which is good to refresh the foot and the leg. Okay, and then release all the way down, slowly, carefully, mindfully. Return to the earth, back to corpse pose once again. And smell. Take a deep breath inside out. Big sniff and let it go. Feel your body return to the earth. Just let your body integrate. Just this little mini yoga practice. And I think just having little present pauses throughout your day is important. The root chakra reminds us and invites us, because it's so important to be embodied, to see what's going on in our body, to make sure we feel safe. Like even checking in with our intuition, our gut instinct, and things like that. Like, am I safe in this situation, in this conversation, in this place? You know, listening to those messages, because it's so important that we learn to trust ourselves and trust these instincts, but also trust life. The root chakra, one of the mantras is, I feel safe and secure. I trust myself to take care of myself. I deserve to have my needs met. I have a right to be here and to belong. I deserve to feel abundant in my life. Muladhara. It means root support. And take a final deep breath in. Sigh it out. Lovely. So thank you for being here, my friends, and joining me for the next chakra, the sacral chakra.